This is our MRI project on BF Goodrich tires. As you can see, people who have greater income have a need for a more durable and good-looking tire to match their expensive vehicles. $75,000 to $150,000 almost doubles the second leading income group. Older BF Goodrich users tend to own more trucks and SUVs, which can lead to a higher demand to purchase BF Goodrich tires. The index levels for these vehicles are higher and well above 100, shown in MRI. Most popular tire is the BF Goodrich All-Terrain. This graph shows that men are more likely to buy BF Goodrich at 57.9% tires than compared to women at 42.1%. The index also shows that men tend to buy these tires 20 times more than women at 81. The regional graph shows that the South is leader when purchasing BF Goodrich tires with 46% and the West with 23%. Some reasons may be that there are more trucks and SUVs driven in those locations, the demand for durability, and American-made products. As the chart depicts, the most popular occupation among the few shown are not listed in sales and office work. Though the most important tires are used for construction types of vehicles, it only takes up 9% of the demographic. BF Goodrich tires are really trying to appeal to the gearhead types of vehicle owners. Gearheads are individuals that like to work on their own vehicles and take pride in their cars.
Now we'll do a little comparison between the income and age for for all three BF Goodrich, Bridgestone, and Michelin. When compared to other demographics, income appears to be the most useful when comparing BF Goodrich to Bridgestone and Michelin. Households with an income of $75,000 or higher account for 41% of its users, while others are equally distributed with somewhere around 10%. Bridgestone and Michelin show that they mainly provide tires for those with higher incomes. Those numbers are 61% for Bridgestone and 64% for Michelin. BF Goodrich is typically lower in price, which can attract all age groups, especially the users 18 to 24. 15% of BF Goodrich users fall in that age range, and that age range does have an index of 118. This shows a really good growth potential for the company. Bridgestone and Michelin have very low percentages and indexes for the age group 18 to 24, but make up for it in other areas. For gender, Bridgestone, BF Goodrich, and Michelin, all three are actually fairly equal. Bridgestone has the lowest percent of men and the highest percentage of women. Both BF Goodrich and Michelin are somewhere around the 58% mark for men and 42% for women. BF Goodrich tries to target more of the blue collar segment as far as occupation goes. Even though Michelin and Bridgestone have a little higher percentage in the business and management segment, BF Goodrich really targets the construction and maintenance market. The region for all three companies that makes up for the highest percentage of sales is in the South. BF Goodrich really targets this range because of their all-terrain and off-roading kind of tires. The area where BF Goodrich really lacks is in the Northeast, but they make up for it in the Midwest, where they top out at almost 20%.
This next slide is about the segment indexes. The chart below shows BF Goodrich's most important indexes and how they compare to Michelin and Bridgestone. As you can see, BF Goodrich indexes are well above 100 and ranked highest among all, except for the census region, which they tie for first. The age group shows that it is 18% more likely for them to use BF Goodrich tires, while the competitors are well below 100%. The occupation segment is the highest index of all, showing a 64% likelihood of usage, while both Michelin and Bridgestone have indexes of 112. Next is the demographics and its mass marketing. 45.5% and 123 index are the highest indexed percentage down in index for the census region segment. The South is 23% more likely to own BF Goodrich tires, while the Northeast is 35% not likely. And 45.5% of purchases come from the South, while the Northeast only gives in 11.9% of purchases. The next is gender. The second demographic recommended to target are men in the age group of 25 to 54. This age group shows that men buy 34.1% of BF Goodrich tires compared to women in the same age group contributing 21%. Men 25 to 54 are 24% more likely to purchase BF Goodrich tires, while women are 26% likely to not purchase. Next was how we're going to choose media vehicles in mass marketing. General editorial will be a great magazine to market to, since it has a percentage down of 43.1%. But the two magazines that would be best to advertise to would be Men and Sports, since their percentage downs are relatively good and have high indexes. The next media vehicle we would like to market to is the cable TV industry, since all have great percentage downs and indexes. The Weather Channel would be a great market for BF Goodrich with a 41% percentage down and an index of 112. The next channel that we would consider is ESPN2, because they are 25% more likely to own BF Goodrich tires.
Next, we'll go over the highest spreads between BF Goodrich, Bridgestone, and Michelin. According to the MRI spreadsheet, the highest spread for BF Goodrich tires fall under the demographics of income, age, gender, occupation, and region. As the table depicts, occupation has the highest spread, with a 74 leading both Bridgestone and Michelin.
Next, we'll talk about demographics and niche marketing. The specific demographic segment we recommended for niche marketing is the southern region. The South has a high index of 123, and its medium share of BF Goodrich tire buyers come in at 45%. When compared to the Northeast, this shows there is a good potential for growth in the South. Next, we'll talk about media vehicles under niche marketing. 5 channels we chose for magazines are 4-Wheeler and Off-Road, 4-Wheeler, Family Handyman, Golf Week, and Automobile Magazine. The first magazine that we chose was 4-Wheeler and Off-Road. This magazine has a really high index of 221, and it comes in with a medium amount of BF Goodrich tire buyers at 2.8%. Second magazine that we chose was 4-Wheeler. This magazine was almost identical to the first magazine we chose, with the same index and BF Goodrich tire buyers. The next thing we'll talk about is media channels for websites that we chose are Bankrate.com, GoogleMaps.com, ESPN.com, Overstock.com, and ABCNews.com. The first website we chose is Google Maps because of its high index of 137 and its medium amount of BF Goodrich tire buyers at 17.2%.
And that'll conclude our presentation. We'd like to thank you for your time.